try your hardest not to focus on the neon tape and just think about this rear tire. Why does the rear tire always go flat on a motorized bike? And also, how do you keep it from going flat? There's lots of things that people don't even know. I take every precaution and I still just got a flat rear tire, but that's probably because this tire has been patched on the road before. Also, you don't need to remove, hopefully you're still paying attention because a lot of people waste all the time. You don't need to take your tire off to patch it. If you're going to put a new tube in it, you got to remove the tire, but if you're going to patch it, you can just pull the tire off of one side. This already did it for me because I rode it back like this, and you pull the tube out. But also you can add slime to it. If you have regular valve, which most people have the regular valve straighter, you can use slime. But some people have the Presta valve and you can't add slime to it, so you got to buy the slime tubes, but those suck. Anyhow, add slime to it. I actually never get flats from tires because I use, these are Specialized Nimbus, but they're thorn-proof like Kevlar tires, and I ride in the city. I never get flats. I go in the dirt. I never get from thorns, you know what I mean? But you can add a liner. That really isn't the reason. Hopefully you're still watching and paying attention, because the real reason most of the time is you have your valve stem break at the base because your tire, when your wheel turns, your tire slips. So the wheel is spinning inside the tire, and your valve stem gets broken on the base. Hopefully this shows up in the film. But you can ovalize it to the front and the rear using a screwdriver. This actually works really good, and the only reason I did this is because I couldn't find any Presta valve tires, because if you have a bike and it's bending your valve stem, use a Presta. You get the thin metal valve stem for racing bikes, and it has a lot of play in here and it won't get hung up, and it's a lot harder to break. But I get these tubes for $1, so what am I going to do? And I like being cheap, so here we go. I'll show you another thing, because I guarantee this bike has a patch somewhere. I don't even know where the valve stem is. Did it rip off the valve stem? It could. Oh, Jesus Christ. I almost got in my eyes, and I was being careful. Be careful when you're working with fix-a-flat, and I can even see the valve stem. It got bent after riding it, but see, there was already a patch at the valve stem. Usually patches at the valve stem don't last, but I actually know how to use a patch, and I'm using the old school style patches, and that's been on there for months. Cheap ass Duro tube made in Thailand though. 700 by 35. I'm on a 40. Yeah. So this is how you can patch your, say you just had a hole and you get thorns in your tires, you just pull it off. Motorized bike is a pain in the ass to get this rear rim off and get it back on. And you just patch it, put it right back on, just slide the tire in like it's normal, and then you got your tire, you put it back on, you're riding. But you can do the ovalized valve stem to keep it from breaking the valve stem, or just get Presta valve tubes. Change it to the metal valve tubes, or if you're building one of these motorized bikes, use the Presta valve tube for it, and you'll most likely never have this issue. So, and I usually carry a patch kit on me because I know how to patch a tube, but not everyone knows how to patch a tube, because they now have, they've had them forever, like the glueless patches. You just press them on. But for a patch like this, you don't use a glueless patch. That's an old school, real bike patch with real rubber cement. And it worked. It worked. But I think the valve stem broke at the base. It had to have. I don't want to get this crap all over me. It's sticky. But, yeah, that's exactly how I would do it. Just protect the valve stem. That's 99% of your problem. And if you're getting flats, put the slime in it. It works so good. Oh, did I lose the valve? The valve core's not even in there. Huh, look at that. Did it come out or something? That's insane. I decided to look in there. There's no valve core in there. So that shot out. That's why there's no air. No, I don't know what happened there. But adding slime is a blessing. I had a trail bike that I added slime to, and it worked forever. I just put this on for reflective purposes. What's going on there? What's happening to the car? Maybe I'll have to explain that in another video.